December 5th, 1975 was just like every other race day on the World Cup circuit, but it would change and redefine the World Cup of ski racing after it was over. Canada had 2 coaches, a videographer, and 5 racers and 5 radios. One at the start, one at the finish, radios with the coaches and the videographer. And all week, they had demonstrated they were in the running to finish on the podium. The European press could not understand why we would cross the finish line, grab the radio, and tell the other 4 racers what the course was like and what to do to have a best ever performance. A racer helping another racer? Would an Austrian do that? Would the French do that? Would the Swiss do that? Would Franz Klammer help Werner Grissmann win a race? No, that's your competition. But the Crazy Canucks did, and that was the day they were born. I'm Jungle Jim Hunter, and you're listening to 831 Living Your Best Life podcast, where we inspire participation, communicate precision, and empower performers to podium. And so we ask you to tell your friends and relatives and people you work with to go to their favorite podcast provider, or go to junglejimhunter.com or YouTube and subscribe, download, click on like, rate and review us, and become an 831er, somebody who makes a difference in somebody else's life to help them live their best life, because we've helped you live your best life. Well, it's 38 days to the 32nd Olympic Games in Tokyo and 69 days to the 16th Paralympic Games in Tokyo on August 24th to September 5th, and we ask you to please watch and support our team. The Olympic rings are very important and the most recognizable symbol in the world. Each podcast in the next few days, I'm going to ask a question, and let's see what you know about the Olympic Games. Get a piece of paper and something to write with, and without hesitation, as soon as I'm finished asking you the question, answer it on the paper. No hesitation, no delay, no looking around, no waiting. You've only got 5 seconds. And if you are driving, do it in your mind. By the way, I've offered $100 for the first person to bring the right answer to me on the stage at presentations that I make to organizations and to Olympic teams, and I still have that $100 bill in my pocket. I have never had to give it up because no one's ever gotten the right answer. So, even when I've done it with Olympic teams and Olympic athletes, none of them had the right answer. Are you ready? Draw the Olympic rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time's up. What's it look like? Do you know what they mean? Why they're different colors? I bet you can't even tell me the colors. But that's another test. Okay, look it up on your device. How did you do? Although the IOC considers the rings the most valuable asset for the purpose of marketing and selling the rights to the Olympic Games, I have never met anyone that can draw them. The rings mean the most to me of the symbols because without the 831 people that helped me as a member of my team and where they fit in the rings, I couldn't have had the best life ever. Watch Tessa Virtue and Scott Moir, the great Canadian ice dancers, perform, and you have a clear picture of what the rings stand for. It is not being linked as in a 3-legged race, but rather being linked interdependently. Go together, come apart. Most people are codependent to others in that we respond and react based on the way others respond. We wait and see what they do before we decide what we will do. Time wasted waiting for something to happen before taking the lead. An athlete trying to please others wants to be liked and accepted before they can perform. This can neutralize the team by sulking or feeling sorry for themselves until they are treated special or given things their way. Get over it. Second, there are those that live their whole life being dependent on others. They never take the lead beyond what is safe. They wait to be told what to do, when to do it, and how many to do, and how many times they should do it. Get at it. Get over yourself. Get going. The rings represent the image of interdependence, people working together so totally engaged that they work as one to perform. The comment you will hear is, they make it look so easy and effortless. This is the image of the rings. Get it? The rings go beyond this. You are the center ring in the top row, linked with the bottom 2. The core of your rings represents you prepared to go into the battle, into competition. You are ready. No weaknesses at any level of commitment. The lower ring on the left links in making an investment in at least one other person who you mentor to be just as prepared and as strong as you. Why? Because you want them to push you and you push them to the highest levels of performance. The lower ring on your right is your team investment. You are a team player in being all you can be to encourage, communicate, and empower teammates to be the best they can be. The upper ring on the left, linked to the lower ring on the bottom left, is making an investment in your community. And in turn, it is investing in you and your team and the ones you are mentoring. The upper ring on the right, linked to the team ring on the bottom, is making an investment in your country. The two upper rings on the right and left are the support rings we are to give the athletes in the center and our teams. This human flag knows the country and community are their strength, their support, and stands on guard for them, the athletes that represent their country. The links of the rings, like a chain when it is stretched, becomes unbreakable. When an athlete or team struggles, it has to ask how and where they need to correct the weakest link in the chain. At the ancient Olympic site in Greece, the athlete's arch is a semicircle they walk under as they enter the stadium, reminding them there is no cement, there's no glue, there's nothing holding those stones together. They rely on each other to be solid in place. This arch still stands today after centuries. December 5th, the Crazy Canucks upset the ski racing world. Ken Reed won, Dave Irwin was 4th, I was 9th, and Steve Podborski was 10th. This was a team result of athletes who were underfunded compared to the European teams who used the radios to help each other be the best they could be. My quote for the day: make a full investment in you, a teammate and your team of excellence, and your community and your country will be excellent. Thank you for listening. I hope you will have grown and you will be living your best life the next time we meet.